significant pump in the price of Pi yesterday at this very point. Market moved all the way to the upside. Will this very pump move into this very area before correction and continuation all the way to the upside on this very price action? And if you come to coin bubbles, it is called that Pi have done 7% all the way to the upside in the past 24 hours, and market have capability of moving upward. Not only that, if you come to the Bitcoin price action, market has broken out of a key resistance. We see this resistance right at this very point. Market breaks out, and market now have capability of moving all the way to the upside and hit our target. If you are on the Telegram channel right here, we took this very position, BTCUSDT buy, and our entry at this very point, our target at this very area, and our stop loss at 92,600. Will this market hit our target? All of this and many more in this very video. So watch this video gradually all the way to the very end. The first thing here is the Pi price action. You see market dump all the way to the downside into this very area, and we see this very huge pump all the way to the upside, hitting this very price where the market break out and come back to the downside, which is a very important point of interest. So two areas that are very, very important if you are mining Pi or trading Pi right now is this very point right here, first area, and this very point as well, because if the market move upward, which is what I am expecting, market is going to move into this very price region before correction to the downside and then continuation all the way to the upside, and that is what I am expecting as well. Don't expect any aggressive pump in the price of Pi above this very level of important resistance. The possibility is their market can move above this level of resistance, but before we see that, market have to come back into this very area and have good retracement before continuation all the way to the upside. That is what you must have to pay attention to right now if you are trading Pi, and this is super important. And market have capacity also of correcting downward before moving upward. That is why this very point of interest right here will act as a support if the market come back down, for the market to move upward into this very area. This is what we must have to keep our eye on, because if market did not cross this very area of important resistance, I am not taking any position on Pi. And this is super important because the Pi price chart looks very, very dull. Even though new coin have been released into circulation, we continue to see the price move all the way to the upside and a big decline all the way to the downside, which is not sustainable at all. And this is what we must have to look into before taking any other position on the price of Pi, because the price action sometime on Pi USDT is very, very deceptive. Imagine this very huge pump, and all of a sudden market begin to come back all the way to the downside, market pump again and begin to dump all the way to the downside, which is not a sustainable price action because of the way the coin is being aimed and released into circulation. And we must have to pay attention to this because it's very, very important to all of us. So this is what I am now expecting on the Pi price action, for market to move upward before retracement. And if we see the market come back down, market will come back down into this very area and move all the way to the upside. This is very, very important right now on the price of Pi. And for Bitcoin right here, this is the 4-hour chart. If you notice in my immediate last video, I map out this very point of important interest in this other area as well. Market did not really come into that very area before I gave that very position, but what we see right here is the market have a rejection about entering this very area. I saw this very pin bar, and then market move upward. This was a confirmation candle right here, and then after that confirmation candle, I gave that very trade on the Telegram channel right here for this very entry and this very target right at this very point. And the reason why I gave this trade was because I was expecting the market to move all the way to the upside. And however, we also have a divergence on this very chart right at this very point. If you draw this out, it is called this a divergence right now, which the market did not obey. I talked about this. That was in my immediate last price analysis video, and I said the market have not give us confirmation on this very divergence, and that is why we are not going to take a trade to the downside because the divergence is yet to be confirmed. And as a result of that, you see that this very breakout have invalidated the divergence at this very point as well for market moving upward. What that means is market have capability of moving upward than coming back to the downside. And even though we see the market begin to come back down from this very area to the downside, we're going to see the market move all the way to the upside, and this is what I am now paying attention to on the price of Bitcoin. So despite this divergence, which is a bearish divergence, market should move downward. I am expecting something contrary to this very divergence because there is no confirmation on this very price action that signal that the market is going to come back down. And what I am expecting right now is for the market to move upward, and this is super important. Now, if you take a critical look at what is happening right now on this very price action, it is discovered that market break out on this very level of important resistance, which is at this very area right here. Okay, a breakout, a market is moving upward. I am still expecting the market to continue this move all the way to the upside. And if you take another look at this very price action right now, you discover that this is ascending triangle. Look at it right here. Market is moving upward from this very area to the upside, and this is very flat right here, which means market is ascending, okay, creating new highs, and this is what we are seeing right now. So expect the market to move upward, and the target obviously is from here to this very point right at this very area. So if we draw from this very point, so where the market break out from this very area, so possibly the target is within this very area of $98,000. In fact, that is the reason why I put this our target to be 98,500, which is very important on this very trade to be our target because of this very formation. And this is an ascending triangular pattern appearing on the chart right now. Market have possibility of moving all the way to the upside and come into this very area, and this is very important on the price action. And this is very important on price action. This is what I am not paying attention to on the BTCUSDT 4-hour chart moving forward. And if you come to the 1-day chart right here, which is also very important chart to look at, I am still very bullish for the market moving upward. And this time around, if this very candle forming right now close bullish, I am expecting market to move into the 100k level, and this is super important. That is this very candle forming right at this very point right now. If this candle close bullish, then expect the market to move upward into the 100k level, and this can happen in the next few days. That is market breaking out on this very level of important resistance right here, which is going to send us into the 100k level. Once we see the market break out on this very area of $99,000, that means 100k is a possibility, and this is what you must have to pay attention to on the Bitcoin 1-day chart. I am very optimistic that the markets have capacity, more momentum, positivity of moving all the way to the upside on the Bitcoin 1-day chart. Expect market to move upward, and this is very important for all of us that trade Bitcoin. And if you want to buy your favorite altcoin, I've said it, the time is now, because parabolic move is going to come into altcoin very soon. We've seen coin like Visual Protocol begin to move all the way to the upside about 43 to 50% in a day, and this is super important. That is why buying your favorite crypto, the best time is right now for the upcoming pump coming into the market. So this is what you must have to pay attention to on the Bitcoin price action, and also on the Pi price action right at this very point. And if you want to join our Telegram channel for more updates like this one, join right now. The link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment. Join right now. It is a free channel. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.